family member. Good morning and welcome to the edition of the program by Standards and Newsstands. It's a rainy Tuesday in the city of Lagos. Today is the 17th of May, 2022. I'm Christian Chiga. Welcome to this whatever edition of the program by Standards at the Newsstands. We are here in Ogba as we get people talking on the topical issues that we have this morning. Once again, welcome to the program. Yes, I have with me the Nigerian Tribune and also have the Vanguard newspaper, the Nigerian Tribune and the Vanguard newspaper. Main headline on the Nigerian Tribune: alleged 80 billion naira fraud. Alleged 80 billion naira fraud. EFCC arrests the Accountant General of the Federation on alleged 80 billion naira fraud for one person. PSC, Police Service Commission, promotes Magu. Onadeko, 6 others to as AIG. PSC, Police Service Commission, promotes Magu. Onadeko, 6 others as AIGs. 2 DIGs appointments are confirmed. Digest that report this morning as PSC promotes Magu, who has been alleged on financial crimes also. He was the former EFCC boss. Gunmen kill 6 in Kano, 2 soldiers in Anambra, abduct lawmaker, born local government secretariat, magistrates court. Gunmen kill 6 in Kano, 2 soldiers in Anambra, abduct lawmaker, born local government secretariat, magistrates court. On Electoral Act Section 84, subsection 12, Supreme Court to hear Buhari Malami suit May 19th. Supreme Court to hear Buhari and Malami's suit May 19th. Yes, Silva withdraws from presidential race. Timothy Silva withdraws from presidential race. Talent drops senatorial ambition. Amechi also resigns. Amechi also resigns. This is the allegation the EFCC placed on the Accountant General. The allegation the EFCC placed on the Accountant General. The Commission's verified intelligence showed that the AGF raked off the funds through bogus consultancies and other illegal activities using proxies, family members, and close associates. The funds were laundered through real estate investments in Kano and Abuja. On Deborah, 34 lawyers appear for 2 suspects in Sokoto State. On the killing of Deborah, 34 lawyers appear for 2 suspects in Sokoto. Charges against alleged killers, Watri. Charges against alleged killers, Watri. That is Adegoruwa. Yes, sir. Soaring food prices, fuel scarcity push inflation rate to 16.82%. Soaring food prices, fuel scarcity push inflation rate to 16.82%. Yes, on ABC Primary, someone look at Mustafa challenge. Abuja Kaduna train to resume passenger operations. May 23rd, Abuja Kaduna train to resume passenger operations. May 24. On ASU strike, protesting students block highways in Ondo, Oyo, Ogun State, and Edo. Protesting students block highways in Ondo State, Oyo State, Ogun State, and also Edo State. Vanguard, let's look at the main headline of the Vanguard newspaper. Primary health care system dead in Nigeria. Primary health care system dead in Nigeria. Yes, PSC confirms the promotion of Magu, 5 others as AIG. Yes, Amechi finally resigns as transportation minister. Amechi finally officially resigns as transportation minister. Anambra, Imo, Delta boil as gunmen strike in 4 locations. Yes, Anambra, Imo, Delta boil as gunmen strike in 4 locations. Also, there's also killing of 6 soldiers in Kano State. Deborah, 34 lawyers in court to defend 2 suspects. 34 lawyers in court to defend 2 suspects. And also strike, travelers stranded as students barricade highways in protest. Food prices drive inflation to 16.8%. Analysts project further rise. EFCC detains Accountant General over 80 billion naira fraud. EFCC detains Accountant General over 80 billion. Mr. Matthew. Good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Let's start with our primary health care system dead in Nigeria. LMA laments.
Okay, Nigerian Medical Association.
Yes.
The issue is the same thing you will see happening with ASU, because the government is not interested in funding the healthcare. because they have alternative. They go outside the country for their medical treatments. So the same problem we are seeing in the educational sector, the same thing you are seeing in our healthcare. Because if the politicians, the business class, if they are leveraging on Nigerian healthcare, they will address the decadence they wrought in the sector. Is it not the other time, even the wife of Mr. President said that even Asu Rock Clinic does not have syringe for injection. And this is a clinic that the government votes billions of naira for the upkeep every fiscal year. So the corruption in Nigeria, what we are seeing in the healthcare, they are having their own fair share of the general corruption in Nigeria. So I'm not surprised, because if I will give you an instance, look at recently when the aviation sector, the airlines, threatened to shut down operation as a result of the astronomical increase in aviation fuel. Look at the swiftness with which the National Assembly convened to address it. As we speak, they rescind that decision, because it affects them directly. They are the ones that fly even locally and internationally. That is their major means of transportation. I mean, the politicians. That is why you see them. And if the aviation sector, the airlines, is to threaten again, they are going to give it urgent attention, because it affects them directly. But when you talk about Nigerian healthcare, you talk about the educational system, they will not give the attention because they are not using it. They go outside the country for their healthcare, for their education of their children. So for them, ASU can be on strike for 1 year. It doesn't affect them. Look at Mr. President the other day saying he's advising ASU to go back to work because of the interest of the students. For me, that one is just a lip service, because even it's on record that the daughter that graduated recently, the other time, graduated from a British school. So what legacy is he leaving behind? He's not living by example. He said it's applicable to all the ministers, all the commissioners. Unfortunately, one of the students that came back from Ukraine as a result of the crisis in Ukraine, a medical student, died in Sokoto. But the point I'm trying to make is, it is not coincidence that the person is a son of a House of Assembly member in Sokoto State. Unfortunately, the boy, they are not happy about the death. But what I'm trying to say is that it is not by coincidence that the person is the son of a House of Assembly member. So that tells you that they don't bother what happens to the educational sector here. They don't bother what happens to the healthcare here.
This one is for the poor masses, the average Nigerian.
That's what I'm saying. The government that needed to fund it, that needed to make it compete with the global standard, will not fund it because they are not using it. They are not directly affected by what happened here. Look at the issue of COVID-19. If not for God that surveyed the situation in Nigeria, the common man would have died like that. Because as at the time COVID-19 vaccine was out, the lives of Atiku, the lives of even Tinubu, all the big politicians, they went outside the country to start obtaining the jab, leaving the ordinary man at the mercy of the virus. Thank God for the intervention, for his intervention. So what I'm saying is that they don't bother what happened to the ordinary man. That is the truth.
Okay, 34 lawyers to defend the two suspects in the killing of the Bora.
Shame on all the lawyers. Shame on all the.
As a lawyer,
I say shame on. They should. You see, let me tell you one thing. As a lawyer, it behoves on you to advise your clients. Nothing stops the lawyer, and not because according to Nigerian law, one is innocent or proven otherwise by a court of competent jurisdiction. Okay. What I'm trying to say is, nothing stops a lawyer from advising your clients. This case, plead guilty. Because what I'm saying, I'm not trying to pass judgment. What I'm trying to say is, it's even unfortunate in the first place that only 2 persons are on trial. Because we can see the videos that went viral. They can see faces of people who linked that girl, even including girls, boys. They were taking turns to hot stones, sticks at the girl. So, and these faces they were caught on video clips,
on camera.
So if this thing happen in a campus and all the students have registration are registered with the school authority, and you see their faces, so what stop government from going to the school to get the data of everybody that participated in that lynching and arrest all of them for the cause of prosecution of them? What I'm saying is that 2 persons on trial is an insult to humanity, because the whole world has seen the number of persons who perpetrated it. Their faces are in the videos that are circulating online, and they are students of that school. To that extent, they are registered with the school, so getting them is not a problem. You can go to the academic department of the school, the registrar, get their data, get their residence, apprehend them, and put them on trial. So for me, the government should arrest every person that participated in that dastardly act.
What about the lawyers that are defending? You said it is wrong for these lawyers.
What I'm saying that is a shame, because what has happened is, thank God, the way it stands, everybody is condemning it. Even Muslims themselves, Sheikh Gumi, who should know better than even those miscreants. They are supposed to be students, but they are miscreants. Sheikh Gumi said even the Prophet Muhammad was, when he was insulted while alive, that he didn't do such. I saw that there is no justification behind what those people did. So by all indication, the people, they are animals in human beings.
Okay, let's look at the protest from Khan. How do you look at the Khan has directed that 22nd of this month, all churches all over Nigeria should conduct protests against that. What do you look?
I think it's a record development. It's a record development because this thing has become a recurring decimal. It's a record development because until you see such action, they will not stop. Because if you look at it, you have killed somebody. And the law says if there's any offense or there's any alleged offense, there are processes of prosecuting such person. You now took the law into your hands, kill this person, and I see that is not enough. The only 2 persons that that is arrested, you start protesting, asking the authorities to release them, to the point that they lay siege at the palace of the Sultan of Sokoto, asking the Sultan to prevail on the authorities to release the alleged killers. It's quite unfortunate. So what I'm saying is that
you are in support of the Christian Association of Nigeria.
The Christian Association of Nigeria can asking all the Christian body to come out on the 2nd to protest, to register their displeasure is a welcome development. And if you understand, if you go through that press release, you understand that they are mindful of the consequence of maybe going on the street for protest. That's why they restricted the process to secretariats of CAN. And in an environment where there's no CAN secretariat, that they do for a church to be used. So in that sense, they want to register their displeasure. They want to draw attention of the government to their responsibility of protecting life and property. Because the constitution is abundantly clear on what the government should do in terms of protection of life and property. Because the constitution tells us that the welfare of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance. Okay. So for me, CAN is in the right direction.
The Efcc detains Accountant General over alleged 80 billion naira fraud.
This is not the first time we are seeing
80 billion naira. That's it.
I said this is not the first time we are seeing such move. For me, I do not have confidence in EFCC. The detaining of the Accountant General, for me, I have not taken EFCC seriously. Because look at the former acting chairman of economic EFCC,
Magu.
Up to today, the government have not told us whether he's indicted, whether the reason they fired him, and the next we hear that he has been promoted to the rank of Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG. That is the kind of country we find ourselves. To be quite honest with you, Mr. Christian, I do not take EFCC seriously. Go and verify, it's on record that Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SIRAP, have taken Mr. President to court, asking Mr. President to probe the spending of 1.4 trillion naira in maintenance of Nigerian refineries between 2015 and date. That the money may have either been diverted, misappropriated, or gone into private pockets. And as we speak, there's no conscious effort from the government, the executive arm of the government, I mean the federal government, in probing. And in fact, who is even probing? A situation where Mr. President is doubles as president and the Minister of Petroleum Resources. So what is happening directly falls under his purview. Okay. And you have spent 1.4 trillion in maintaining Nigerian refineries, and as we speak, none of the refineries is refining. And as we is asking you for about 1.7
something that is not working.
That's what I'm saying. And as we asking for 1.7 trillion to turn around our educational sector, and you refuse. And you tell me you are fighting corruption. And you tell me EFCC have arrested Accountant General. It's as usual. Before you know it, he'll be granted bail. Maybe they say administrative bail. Before you know it, they will sweep under the carpet. I no longer take any of them seriously. We're only praying that let Buhari hand over, because Buhari have done his best. His best is not good enough in any part of the country.
There's nothing he has done that is commendable.
You cannot say he have not done anything that is commendable, but he have, generally speaking, he have failed. You cannot look around to say he have not done anything that is commendable. After all, the rail lines you see the commission, is his administration that is doing it. But that is not sufficient to say we should not criticize him where we see abysmal failure in terms of his performance. If you look at corruption fights, you agree with me that he has failed woefully in terms of fighting corruption. How best can you explain a country that has spent $1 billion to procure arms and ammunition, and the man at the helm of affairs of security, national security advisor, will be telling us that policy of fund is a challenge in deploying technology to fight insecurity? A country where they have spent 1.4 trillion since 2015 to date to turn around maintenance of our refineries, and the refinery is not refining. It's not refining. Well, turn what? It's not even refining a liter of PMS. It's not refining a liter of any of the products of the crude.
Even the illegal refineries are even refining.
That is why they should even legalize those what they call illegal refinery. Because if the Nigerian government, after sinking 1.4 trillion into Nigerian refineries, they are not refining. And what you call illegal refineries, they are refining, and government is going about destroying them, shouting illegal refinery. I think they should legalize them and find a way of incorporating them into making them legal. If that is what it takes for us to be able to refine. If government does not have what it takes to refine, and what they call illegal refinery have what it takes to refine.
Okay, somebody is saying that this country needs to break up into its rightful constituent parts. Okay, perhaps.
I think I agree with that person.
If Nigeria wants to break up, what is the right? Is it regional, state?
By providence, it should break along the lines of provision of God. By providence, Nigeria is already broken. It's not about.
What is not joining us together?
Battle of gun.
That is joining us together.
Yes, Nigeria is not together even as we speak. It's the battle of gun that keep everybody together. They coerce everybody together. In the recent of it, Nigeria is not together. Because if you look at it, Nigeria is already divided into Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo by language.
Hausa,
it's not human. Fulani, Hausa, they're all the same thing. It's not by human creation. What I'm telling you is by providence. It's not by human creation. It's by divine provision. So God, by His wisdom, created Hausa people. They are distinct people. The Yoruba people, they are special people. The Igbo people, they are all separate people. That's by providence. So if Nigeria is to break, it already have its parts. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. That is it.
Not regional.
What you call regional is a political creation.
Okay.
It is Abacha that created the geopolitical zone. South, 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 East, Southwest, Northwest, and all that. It's Abacha that did that. But by providence, God created language and gave Hausa their language, Igbo their language, Yoruba their language. Let me tell you this, Mr. Christian. Before the British came here to amalgamate Nigeria, all the people in Nigeria or different parts of the world already have their own way, system of governance. That is why if you go to even places like America, Britain, you see province. All these things exist naturally right from creation. So it is the British that amalgamated Nigeria into this entity called Nigeria. So if Nigeria is not working, they should return back to that original purpose of God by creating them in their different languages. That's why I see it.
Okay, lastly, Abuja Kaduna train to resume passenger operations May 23.
That will be a death trap. Who on earth will risk his life to go on that train?
That Abuja
Kaduna.
Train, yeah.
Except because for me, I don't know how the government will rekindle the confidence of commuters or passengers who hitherto before now use that train line. I don't know how they will rekindle their confidence because the people, Nigerians, have already lost confidence in the ability of the security agencies to protect life and property. So it doesn't matter the opinion of anybody. It's not about trying to launder the image of the railway corporation or trying to launder the image of Nigeria as an entity. It's about life and death. It's about confidence that if you travel on this rail train, that you'll be protected, that you arrive at your destination safely. And the federal government of Nigeria, Nigerian Army, Nigerian police, DSS, they cannot beat their chest and vouch for themselves that they have what it takes to protect life and property. So to that extent, I don't see the rail line having a heap of activity that it used to have. Like the government made us understand that rail line was giving about 300 million naira every month. So I don't see that economic viability coming back in anytime soon. So it's not, for me, it's not a welcome development. They should do the needful first. They should go and rescue those 68 Nigerians who are still in captivity. Okay. Those are the needful they need to do. And they should put measures in place to forestall likely attack. And if there is any impending attack, they should be able to...
Measures in place to forestall likely attack?
Yes.
That they have done all over the...
I said they should put it in place to use it to rekindle the confidence of Nigerians that one is safe to travel on that train. Otherwise, they will just be running empty coaches from Abuja to Kaduna to and fro because nobody wants to risk his life. There is an allegation that the MD of Agricultural Bank paid about 100 billion. Million, 100 million to secure his release. The son of Abdullahi, what do they call him? I don't know how much he paid, but I don't think they just released him on compassionate ground. He must have parted with some good amount of money. And nobody has that such amount of money kept somewhere. So it means before you travel on that rail, you have to write your will or keep ransom somewhere. And the ransom was run into reasonable millions of naira because they don't settle for anything 5 million, 10 million. Their negotiations start from 50 million and above.
Lastly, ASU are still protesting and the government, they are still doing their magic.
You know, we have been calling on NSC and TUC and other relevant bodies to join hands with ASU, to synergize with ASU, to shut down Nigerian economy. That's the only language that Nigeria understands. If you are waiting for Nigerian government to listen to ASU in the face of the current reality, that they don't have their children schooling here, federal government will never do anything. But if NSC, TUC shut down the economy, the oil sector is shut down. Pengas and everybody shut down the oil sector. The next day, federal government will call for a dialogue.
Okay, thank you very
Until
much.
you do that, federal government will not do anything.
Mr. Matthew, I have Oluwawan. Oluwawan, good morning.
Morning, Christian. How are you?
Is there a language this morning?
The language is that Nigeria is falling apart. Things fall apart. Things is falling apart for Nigeria. Now is the time for everybody to go to your mother's house and eat food. In the center now, no food. Now, everybody has to go back to the mother's house.
So you are eating food now. You are eating food.
No, this is buff. This is cheap food. Now, Nigeria is divided. And it divided many years ago. But now, general election is coming. They are clean. They want to tell us that no election. Let Igbo go and let Yoruba go and let Hausa go. Let everybody go in house. Because we can't start again at once. Together as one is not possible anymore.
It's not possible.
They are killing Igbo in the north now. They kill a Christian girl. After killing a Christian girl, now burning churches. Fuck shit has home. Government fail. Nigeria government is failure forevermore. Okay, which one is going to come now? Because now they want to manipulate the government to bring their own. You are not telling us that a suspected killer of Deborah is from Niger Republic. Nigeria government, police talking language of inferiority. You kill somebody and say you don't escape back to the country. And you say you have Nigeria, we don't have country anymore. We are just living by the mercy of God. And you and I know, Christian, you and I know. See, everybody's working. Everybody's going for your whole life because of God's protection. No government. No government anymore. I'm telling you, worldwide. I'm Oluwawan of Agbala. He's telling you the whole world that Nigeria don't have government anymore. Nigeria is just living on the mercy of God. Without God, Nigeria would dismantle. But God said we should live with Him. Because what we call government, say democracy, government for the people, and for the people. But now in Nigeria, no democracy. This crazy demonstration of craziness in Nigeria. It's a motherfucking bullshit house. President ever Abuja, they wear Agbada wear white pass for the war. Somebody wearing you. Lawa wearing you. Badamila wearing you. Where are we in Nigeria? We don't have anything to wear. We're suffering and smiling. And they are still killing us. You see, from brutality. We are the victim. We got double trouble. According to my late nickname, Lucky Dube. We got the double trouble. We are the victim. We are the victim every day. We suffer brutality. See, where are we now? The mercy of the Most High God, I am that I am. The Jesus Christ of Nazareth is the one that keep you alive.
Not the government.
The government is a bullshit. The government is not relevant. We don't even know government. Who is the government? Where are they? When every day the paper is recorded clean. Okay, let us see now. Hungry. We don't adore hungry. Anyhow, we suffer. We chop one day, we're okay. We say tomorrow is another day. But what about the clean? Say, what about us? They don't care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. They're motherfucking house. They don't care about the motherfucking house of Nigeria.
34 lawyers appear to defend the two suspects.
Okay, why are they defending? Okay, sir, 34 lawyers appear to defend two suspects in Kaduna. You see, that's why I'm telling you, we have no government. 34 lawyers came to support the killing. When you are defending the suspect, you are supporting the killing. And we are Nigeria. We are out of the game. Out of the motherfucking game. Come on, Nigeria. Let us go home. Let everyone go to pass. I have a father home in Edo State. Anini house. I be from Anini house.
You're from Anini house?
Yes. Let everybody go. Because Nigeria can never be one anymore. When everybody separate, everybody go in house. Now, we not regulate who enter and who no enter. Somebody keep us in. We are not saying 34 lawyers standing for the killers. And the president is there wearing agbada wearing white. Everybody wear agbada. Agbada. They wear agbada. Nigeria is dying. We thank God say it remains for some months. The government are leaving and we are coming. We are coming to rescue Nigeria. Because Nigeria is a down home on the valley. With the shadow of that.
Okay.
Why? Buhari came to kill Nigeria. I voted for Buhari. Buhari, you failed the motherfucker. Return my 100 naira.
Return your 100 naira.
Return my 100 naira. And that 100 naira go not bomb many 100 naira. How many years is that? You know, I'm almost 8 years now. 100 naira test. How many minutes? I bet PSO, Buhari Support Organization. I think that Nigeria will be better. I don't know, with badness. That money is almost 100 million now. There are 4 money, will pay my money back.
100 million.
Yes. How many years? 100 naira. Equivalent of what? 100 million. Because they fail the shit house. They are failure forevermore.
Okay. Alleged 80 billion naira fraud. EFCC arrests Accountant General of the Federation.
All those ones are systematic story. We don't believe in them anymore. Okay, where's the money? Okay, where recover the money? Where's the money? Where's the money I've been recovering? There's no benefit. Don't tell us story that never happened. Don't manipulate story for Nigerians. Don't manipulate story for Nigeria now. Who is EFCC? I did not compare the police. They are killing Nigeria. Why? Why is Nigeria now a country that is no rule? And God is above the fucking house of all of them. That's why we live. Because of God's mercy.
Okay. Police Service Commission promotes Magu and others to as AIG.
That is the same story I'm telling you. They are looting, they are investigating, they are promoting. That's army arrangement. Wayo put them together. Army arrangement. They are arranging. They are all arrangements. Who is the president? You know the army. Retire army. They are arranging things. Before anything like this, they will pass it to a table. They are now arranging. They are promoting people. They are investigating people. They are looting people, and they are killing people. The poorer, dying more and more. But God will punish that generation forevermore. And they will see, and they will die, and they will punish, and they will receive that punishment forevermore. We are Nigeria, and will cause the iniquity of us. They promote people. Where's our own money? Where is the benefit of Nigeria? You are promoting your carcass.
Okay.
You are full of shalala.
Once again, I'm asking who is your candidate? You don't have any candidate.
My candidate is not now. I will flush all of them out.
You have the impetus.
All of them will be
You
out.
have the impetus.
They will go up. They will go by themselves. See, Malami is afraid now. Malami, I will draw a candidacy. Malami, I will draw a candidacy. He still remain on that throne because he's afraid. Pedigree. What's called pedigree? Anybody that is there don't have pedigree. They are there at the looters of their pockets. Who is the motherfucking life you are talking about? See, let us give glory that God is alive in Nigeria. God will sustain you and you. And will sustain everybody that is watching us. God will bless all of you worldwide.
Okay.
Because we are Nigeria, the truth will set us free. Nigeria, no government, only God will set you and I free.
Okay.
And now, God is coming to set us free, and they will live, and they will run away.
Let's talk about what's happening in the southeast now.
What's happening again?
Gunmen are striking different locations in the southeast.
Yes. See, let me tell you one thing. Yesterday, I saw a picture of Solodo. Solodo, governor, present governor of Anambra, he went to the DSS office to meet Kanu because of all the situation in the southeast. Because they are killing people in the name of government. Who is the government? They are not foreigners. The government, let them be spoken rustically. They are not answer. All they are Yoruba, they are Igbos.
Gunmen.
They are Igbos. When we say opposition, they are opposition. They are sponsored to kill. That's the 100% truth. Christian, I'm not lying. The government, they are not Hausa or they are Yoruba, they are Igbos.
You have done your investigation.
No, they are clean themselves. That's why it's more powerful. Say, no, we never said to sit at home anymore. We are canceling it. It's more powerful. Come outside and say they are canceling it. Now, government take it over. It's the same region, the same people. They are not clean their people. They are not motivated politically to destroy the environment. That's what I'm telling you. The Nigerian government is sophisticated, wicked. They're bad. They never talk the truth because of money. They are worshiping money. Nigeria is worshiping money. Now you are using your people to kill your people in the name of money, in the name of power. What is power? What is power? You are not going to heaven. You are going to hell. Why don't you repent?
Okay. Thank you very much, Oluwawan.
You are welcome,
for
Christian.
your analysis. Let me call them and Yes, let's look at some of the issues we have this morning as we wait for one other person that will talk to us this morning. Somebody should return Oluwa's 100 naira that he contributed to Buhari support organization. Abi, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, we are looking at this Deborah thing. We have 34 lawyers defending the two suspects. How do you look at it?
You are right, because this nation now has become a killing nation. When anybody can come out and kill and go free. You see, killing has become a character, an aptitude for everyone. And despite that, when they kill, nowhere to be found. The lawyer that are standing for this woman, may God bless them, because they will sue for justice.
No, but they are standing for the suspect.
The suspect? No, they are making a mistake. For them standing for the killer, no. It's a mistake to them. Instead, they should start for the one that they kill. Because this nation of country, government make law, nobody should kill. And when you kill, you shall be killed back. But why will somebody not come and stand against a mother? A mother, are you telling her that everybody should start killing themselves? So that tomorrow the lawyers will now come out and start defending a murder case. And they know that murder case is one of the worst case Nigeria ever have. So I'm against that. I'm against that.
Nobody is guilty until proven in the court of law. It's only the court that can prove that somebody is a murder.
This particular thing that happened that when this girl was a pilot, this a pilot girl, is almost equivalent. I don't know that in a country where I live today, nobody has the freedom of speech because she speaks her mind. Is key. So does it mean in this nation of Nigeria we don't have the freedom of speech? Which means even if you are dying in hunger, you cannot talk. Even if I thought a man is sleeping with your wife, you cannot talk. Even if somebody is slapping you on the way you're going, you can't talk. Because if you talk, they will kill you. So they are trying to create fear in people's mind. So those lawyers that are standing against them, I'm against them.
Okay, EFCC arrests the Accountant General of the Federation over 80 billion naira fraud.
My brother, fraud is not starting today. Fraud have started more than 30 years, even before I was born. Fraud have been existing. So fraud is not. There's no blessed day in a paper we not see Mr. A fraud, Mr. B fraud, bank fraud, manager fraud, this one fraud. You see, Abacha money, where is it today? Money that have been collected from the Abacha, where is it? Can they give account? So 80 billion fraud is not a new. Nigeria is tired of fraud. Our money is in people's hand. Do you understand me? Our money, Nigeria wealth, Nigeria money is in people's hand. So fraud, no fraud. It's not a new thing. It's not a big deal. Nigerians are not even interested about fraud, no fraud, because it has been happening. Fraud has been existing for many years. Even the past president, they are frauding. Even the present president is frauding. Even the past ministers, they are frauding. Even the present ministers, they are frauding. Local government frauding. Governor frauding.
It's not good for Nigeria. No.
So frauding is everywhere. So this one is not a big deal. It's not the first time of hearing frauding. So it's a normal thing that happening in Nigeria. So and at the same time, even if I thought this particular man, they said have that is 80 billion naira fraud. That is the end of the case. Apart from this paper, you will not hear it again. The matter is already there because at the end of the day now they will share, give some shares. They will not forget about the case. The next one we hear again is the 200 billion naira fraud. So fraud have been in our existence. Have become our character. It's a character of Nigeria.
But it's not good.
It's not good, man. But what are we going to do? If you talk too much concerning this issue, they will kill you. So the point is there that it has been our character, especially those ones that feel that they are ruling themselves, not ruling us. They are ruling for their pocket. If somebody can fraud 80 billion in Nigeria and they are showing it and just depending on it, so what is it encouraging? What would I wanted to hear? Somebody fraud 80 billion and have been sentenced to 100 years imprisonment. Then the paper you become an interesting. Not that somebody fraud 80 billion. They're drafting in a paper for me to come and talk. I don't think there's any sense there. Somebody steal and have been sentenced to 20 years imprisonment, 30 years imprisonment. Then you become an interested. I hope you are getting me. Not that somebody stole 80 billion. They stamp him in a paper. Then for me to come, what am I coming to say? I should start clapping him for stealing 80 billion. No. So they have to take it to court.
Abuja Kaduna train to resume passenger operations May 23rd. That train that we had that.
Normally, that thing that happened, that incident that happened that very day is a very unfortunate. And it's so painful for Nigerians. But at the same time, I think they can resume their work.
They can resume?
Wait, why? The reason is this. The investigation is still going on. Those people, they kill their family. I believe the investigation is still going on. Because the train is a part of our income in Nigeria. Do you understand me? If they should keep him down, like for instance, just like somebody has a plane crash. You cannot say because a plane has crashed, but aviation ministers will not work. Do you understand me? We know that this one is an attack and it's a setup. So I think they should resume work and let government investigate those that kill those families. That's what I have to say.
Okay, thank you very much for your analysis. Thank you very much, sir. Do you have any candidates for 2023?
Yeah, I have a candidate. If they can allow, my candidate today is P2B. You understand me? That's my candidate. And that's the only person my heart accepted to rule Nigeria. But if the Igbos will allow to come out as a president, if the Igbos will allow to come as a president, I prefer P2B. But if they refuse, maybe Igbos are not interested on president, I think I prefer Osibanjo to take over the president. But from my own point of heart, I prefer P2B, and it's going to transform the nation of Nigeria with the kind of person he is. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, my wonderful brother. I have Mr. Raphael this morning to give us his analysis on the reports that we have. Good morning, Mr. Raphael.
Good morning, Christian. My name is Ralph Tresvant. Okay. Good morning, everybody in abroad, Europe, America, Asia, all of you. You are our brothers. We thank you for the support you've been giving us, meaning you are always there for us, watching. And the reason why you are there is for you to get the accurate information or fresh news of things, happening in Nigeria here. So I cherish your viewership. Thank you.
Deborah, 34 lawyers appear.
34 lawyers appear to defend the culprits. 34 lawyers appear in court to defend the suspect, the people that killed Deborah Samuel. My brothers in abroad will be asking, who are these stupid lawyers? Do you know that in Nigeria today we have more than one constitution? One for the Federal Republic of Nigeria, two for Sharia law, Islamic law, because Muslims there, they think they have upper hand over their Christian counterparts in the north, in the southern Nigeria as a whole. That's why they defend the Sharia, because as everybody see, we are arguing it with Christian here last week or 2 weeks ago, that there is nothing like Sharia law in our constitution. Christian said there was. Then we found out that in 1999, I think, during the Obasanjo regime, they put it down in our constitution. Sharia law. You are trying to avoid the real law, Nigerian custom, the way we rule, our government is being run, the way our law is. You avoid that one, don't break that one. Then you'll be looking at another law, Islamic law, Sharia. That one says, if you steal, they will cut your hand. If you mate with someone's wife, they will stone you to death. If you say, Muhammad this, Muhammad that, they will stone you to death. That is what played out in Sokoto. That's why some blind students from Sheikh Chagari College of Education attacked an innocent girl, Deborah Samuel. I didn't understand. Do you see what I'm trying to say? 34 lawyers, Abi, to defend heinous, callous, the most dangerous death, the most painful death in the recent time in Nigeria. Lawyers that will defend the killers of Deborah Samuel. Who are they? Have they been screened in the house to know if they are coming out with the accurate legal certification? Before you go to court to defend somebody, you must have gone to university. MBA will confirm you a lawyer. They will confirm. They confirm you are a lawyer. If guys not taking, we go some attitude test, assessment test to know actually if you are qualified to be a lawyer. But today, it has 4 lawyers that are going to defend the killers of Deborah Samuel. Let me tell you, Raphael, I stand here. Most of them are Sharia lawyers. They did not attend Abu. They don't know anything about Enugu law schools by Benjamin Naman. They don't know anything about University of Nigeria and Nsukka. Anyway, let me tell you, Professor Yemi Ochibanjo maybe is a classroom professor. I believe that Professor Yemi Ochibanjo will not even have anything to do with the knowledge of those guys. He doesn't know them at all. Who lectured you as a lawyer? Hitchbar, Islamic cleric, Alpha, Omona Buhari, University of Osman Danfodio University, Senegambia, and Fujajalon Island. You read law, Islamic law. You did not read Nigerian constitution, the Nigerian laws. You are going to defend a killer of an innocent girl. To the tune of 34 lawyers. That will indicate to you, to Nigeria, you have been preaching of one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Jarek, you've been dancing, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. The blood of the innocent girl, dodge your head. Bible says, whatsoever you say with your mouth is what God is going to look at, not what you eat. One Nigeria, defending this entity called Nigeria. A girl that was killed after stoning her to death. Someone brought out a box of matches. He brought out one match and ignited it and dropped it on the innocent girl. She was burnt to ashes beyond recognition. Today, the culprit is on the run. He has absconded into what? Niger Republic. This is a country that doesn't have border in the north. From Zafra to Niger Republic, one-way trafficator. Nothing like roadblock, nothing like border. A criminal that killed Nigeria has run into Niger Republic. Nobody is saying anything about it. The ones that Nigerian police could manage to arrest, somebody, lawyers, numbering 34, are there right away, warming up, bench of lawyers, to defend a murderer, bench of lawyers, to defend an arsonist, bench of lawyers, to defend a sadist, a religious bigots, idiots, that killed an innocent girl. Lawyers are going to defend him. Who bought those lawyers? My brother, let me tell you guys in abroad, Two-Face, Abitu Niger. The lawyers that in number in 34, let me say it here. I know, though I might not claim to be a prophet. Aka Buhari there. Those lawyers, Buhari's hand are there. Garba Cheku is there. Erufai, they bought the lawyers. Sultan of Sokoto is sure of that. Governor of Sokoto State, Tambuwal, a whole governor, you allow those lawyers to defend those idiots that killed an innocent girl. Your hands are soiled with blood. Let us face the reality of life. What you are seeing here is convincing you. Let me tell you, what is real is what is in the realm of spirit. That is the only real thing that God has told us. What you are seeing here is fake. Tomorrow is too far, but let me tell you, it's too close. All of you that soiled your hands because of religion, bigots, bigotry, sorry, it is bad to take life that you did not create. Who are the people supporting those lawyers? You cannot buy one lawyer with 1 million naira now, the way Nigeria is. That's a a high-profile murder case, manslaughter, deliberate act of what? Taking life that belongs to another person. Let me tell you, a lawyer, I'm just telling you that those lawyers, they are there for money, and the money has been pumped into their pocket and bank account to the tunes of millions. Those 4 suspects, are they the one that bought 34 lawyers? Garba Chehu, Yerima Chetima, the people that invented Sharia law in 1999, when all of a sudden the whole Nigerians begin hearing Sharia law, that was my first time of hearing the word Sharia. I said, what do you people mean? They say, Sharia is everything about the Islamic law, legal system. That was in 1999. We don't know anything about it. Yerima Chatima, the other one they call somebody Sani, yes, that was marrying an Egyptian minor, a girl of 13 years. And we are telling us that if somebody raped a girl of 14 years, you will stone him to death. Women Council Guinean Association of Nigeria, they say, Sani, you are the first culprit. They should stone you to death because you are marrying an Egyptian minor that was not up to them 15 years. The people that instigated the Sharia law to be what? Invoked in our system are the same people that are behind the purchase of what? 34 lawyers to defend.
Some may wonder those 2 suspects cannot afford such lawyers.
Thank you, that's what I'm saying. Christian, there you are, Ibiakwa. You are speaking in favor of me. Because those poor suspects could not afford 34 lawyers. They don't have money. I'm just telling you the truth. Unless Buhari's son is there, they're hiding him. Unless Garba Cheku's son is there. Unless Alhaji Cheku Chagari's in-law or cousin is there, because that College of Education blocks, they name it after him. Unless they are the children of prominent Northerners. That's why they have the money, they got the impetus to what? To contract or to have contracted how many lawyers? 34 to defend their own. Those suspects belong to them. Those suspects are from their families. Those suspects are from their kinsmen. Those suspects, they might come from the kinsmen of Maman. No, Daura. Let me tell you the point. If those suspects are really criminal, I don't think it could be up to, or they could be up to 4 or 2 lawyers. It's an organized crime. Okay, it's just like accusing the whole mosque, the whole Alpha in the north. All of them that were shouting, yes, it is bad though, to take life, but it is very bad to insult Muhammad, Jesus Christ. Anybody that is dead, let me tell you, a living dog is better than a dead man. Muhammad is dead. We know that. Muhammad is not what? Is not a deity. Neither is he what? The spring God. Nothing. He has nothing to do with divinity. Muhammad is just a living being. Christian, 2 things we have in life: the abstract and the living. Stone is not an abstract because you can see stone. Anything you can see can never be an abstract. Let me tell you, Muhammad is gone. We don't see him again. He don't kill anybody because of somebody that died. I think you understand, 1,400 and something years ago. Killing this girl is what? To start another bloodletting in the north, because it's been a very long time they killed people for nothing in the north. Now they gather, the cloud has been gathering from Niger to Chad, as far as what? CAR, to Mali, to Senegal and Gambia. Are you listening to me? They are gathering. Do you understand? Together with the by gods in the north to do what? To explode into another religious upheaval. So that there will be many bloodletting, blood of the innocent. They want trouble. Let me tell you, Christian Association of Nigeria, wait, you people has postponed it to 22 May, so that by then tensions will have down. Yeah? Okay, you don't want to take the real action. Now you want to tell us that you are active. You are not any active CAN. If you are active, Ndimi wouldn't have died and go down 6 feet, which has his head burst and what? Butchered. Ndimi is gone. Why are you postponing it to 22nd May? That time, all our angers may have gone down. There's nothing like that. Why not start it now? So that we go and tell the Muslims that enough is enough. Enough of senseless, reckless, nonsensical killing that has no meaning. You are killing for somebody that has died and buried. Died and buried many years ago. You kill an innocent child. You kill many people. You stone many women to death. You amputated many. Let me tell you, many beggars in Lagos. Lagosians, open your eyes. Across the country, I'm talking to all of you. Those beggars that don't have one hand. It is Sharia law. We always have sympathy and passion to give money. It is due to Sharia law. That person may have stolen pencil, ordinary pencil or Gary. Sharia law will say, go, cut, Hitchbar will catch you. They will cut your hands. Nonsense law. Judging somebody, creating all manner of Islamic law does not amount to building schools, an institution of learning, to open people's mind's eyes, to think well. Religion cannot lead me to anywhere. Religion is man-made. It's man that made the religion. It's not God.
So you condemn the protest?
I protest since that day. Khan is telling us to protest 22. Rap Tresvant, I started protesting immediately. I got the wind up what happened to Deborah Samuel. I protested online. I protested vocally. I protested. If you look at my eyeball, it was red. Because I wept and cried for the innocent girl. No need of postponing it. Political calm. The redeemed woman that was preaching early in the morning hacked to death. Ochibanjo run up and down, say, they must catch them, arrest them. Buhari gave the normal marching order to the security chiefs everywhere. Go, arrest the guy that killed him. That's finished. He will do what? He will come back. Immediately he lies down and sleep. The matter don't go. Are you listening to me? Now you are buying 34 lawyers. You religious bigots in the north. You are behind the killing of Deborah Samuel. Because you believe that anybody that insults Muhammad is Muhammad your father. Is Muhammad your father and I'm born you? What is it that Muhammad has to do with Nigeria as a country? Did any one of you slept one day and wake up and say, Muhammad gave me 1 million naira? You collect the money. You build the house. Okay? A dead man, a living dog is better off. When you die, you go to your Mecca.
Okay, let's look at
Muhammad shouldn't be an excuse to take lives of the innocent children, innocent adults across the region of northern Nigeria.
Okay.
Muhammad is a man that is dead. After all, we all have fathers and mothers that were dead. Everybody here, they are the same like Muhammad because they are human beings. Nobody is exempted. Two things we have is life and death. Everybody's life matters. Muhammad, when he was alive, his life did not matter more than my kinsmen then, my great-great-grandpapa then, when he was alive. They are all same humans. We should be preaching this. 22, anyway, 22 May, all of you might go on the streets, be protesting. My own, I don't do it that way. I'm telling you the truth. Every Christian should be put what? Hands on desk to criticize the beheading of 22 Nigerians in Northwest by ISWAP and Boko Haram. Those 20 Nigerians are Christians. They were beheaded. Everybody, all hands on desk to protest the killing of an innocent girl, Deborah Samuel, across the country. Everybody. It doesn't mean tomorrow, next week, not lie. That one are nonsense.
Okay, let's look at EFCC arrest the Accountant General of the Federation.
Accountant General of Federation at the tune of what? 80 billion naira. That one is small money now. It's a very small money. Is he arresting him because of 80 billion? How much did the Magu steal? We follow Magu. Currently, Nigerians, they have made Magu AIG. Magu, the former EFCC boss, I'm giving you a message. They gave him rank 2 days ago, if not last weekend. Magu is now AIG, the former EFCC boss that stole $1 billion. I know you say, Raf, you don't have evidence in all this accusation. Let me tell you. China oil tank. China tank farm. Thank you. Tank farm. Let me name them. There are plenty. Malami is there. Abubakar Malami. Buhari is there. Buhari is there. What do you call him? Magu, number one. Baru. You know, say Baru is dead. The former GMD of NNPC. He was among. Abba Kyari. Later backyard, he was there. Are you listening to me? If I name all of them, you people will be surprised. That one now, you are talking about 80 billion. I'm talking about in dollars. Talking about 80. How much is 80 billion dollars in naira? How much is 80 billion naira in dollars? It's a small money. They have promoted Magu. Are you listening to me? So charging this man, you know, hanging a fraud of 80 billion naira on the neck of Accountant General of Nigeria is what? Is an irony. Is a paradox. Ask me why it's a paradox. If you investigate the Accountant General of the Federation, right from the time a document caught fire in Abuja, in the office of Accountant General, have you forgotten in a haste that sometime last year, all of a sudden, smoke started oozing from the office of the Accountant General of Nigeria? Ask me, Christian, the first exclamation and the first shout you hear all over the air. Hey, they don't steal money. Hey, they don't thief money. That's why they set it on fire. Have you people forgotten? See, the money that went down because that fire gutted his office is running in trillions. Yes, now there are many things that
Nigeria has money.
Nigeria has excess money. If well and properly or accurately harnessed, managed, we will be drinking honey and milk every morning before we go to our work. Our students are supposed to receive salaries while going to school. There will be adequate jobs, welfare, social amenities, constant light. Some persons are stealing Nigerian money on daily. They are stealing as I'm talking to you now. They are stealing money. Before we finish this money, they are stealing money. Papa, Mama, you are there, relax. You are in Nigeria. Think well. They are stealing your money every day. And they tell you, sister, if they do dengue for streets, some persons are telling you, hey, we are your boss. Hey, stop there. Have you paid your tax? If you not pay taxes for any establishment you are managing in Lagos, in Abuja, anywhere, they will seize it, lock it up. When you pay those money, it goes into their private purse. Are you listening? Accountant General of Nigeria, Federation of Nigeria, Accountant General is going to court. You will be there. The man will be let off the hook and he will fly away. Nothing will happen to this guy. So discussing the issue of embezzlement, no. You should discuss the issue of what? How we are going to get it right. How Yoruba nation will be on their own so that two Niger will jump up and use his head, land on the floor. Tell me about how Middle Belt will form their own name. I don't know the name they have come out with. Middle Belt Forum. Let us discuss about how Biafra will go. Agitation of Biafra did not start from Ojukwu. I will talk again when I say I talk. James Bialy of 18th century. James Bialy, an Igbo man. See how he got to Nigeria, America, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, back to Britain again, where he became what? I think a medical doctor. Then he worked in the British Army, back to Nigeria again, started agitating for the liberation of the Hebrews. Then, spelling of our name, H-E-B-O-E-S, Hebrews. Then, let me tell you, Ojukwu is not the founder of Biafra. He did not begin it. Agitation of Biafra, let alone just 54, 55-year-old child where they suck breast and they can everyone say, that boy is bad, that boy. He has sense more than you people. The guy started doing what someone did 200 and something years ago. You people will not know anything. You know what Malami know? What Malami know is Sharia law. Sharia law. Malami, Sharia law, nothing again. It doesn't know anything about origin, how Biafra started. Inception of that ideology called Biafra. Our father know they wear pants then. They all tie animal skins. They were living in the bush when the agitation was too hot. Malami didn't know. Malami is just a 55, 57-year-old boy. Idiot. He went to Kampala. It's Kampala. Nairobi. Abduct what? Nande Kanu. The small boy is there now. He relax. He's not afraid of anybody. Soludo just visited him. He ran up. He go hug his uncle. Uncle Soludo. Uncle, small boy, where they call you uncle. This small boy is fighting for you. You are not. Some people, some persons in Nigeria, they don't have chain. Small boy, uncle. But what he has here, oh my God. Nnamdi Kanu is not the owner of Biafra. He did not even start it. When Biafra was at its peak in 1967, Nnamdi Kanu was suckling his mother's breasts. Nnamdi Kanu was born in 1967. I think you understand.
At the heat of the war.
At the heat of the war has already escalated to its, the highest points in the pinnacle, to its peak. Do you understand? We were fighting them, and this small boy was born. Now, this boy came and said, "Do you know what you are doing, young gentleman?" We said, "No." He said, we are due in 2014. Nigeria was 100 years. After 100 years, any province that is not, satisfied with Nigeria as a nation, if you feel that you are depressed or over marginalized, you can now go. Some persons say, "No, this boy want to scatter us," because they are all politicians who are gaining from the arrangement. They are the beneficiaries of this illegal entity called Nigeria. That's why anything that they come up with, they will what? Put it out. They'll say it's a small boy, get away. Okay, who's of them man has not seen any good in his brother, his small nephew, Nnamdi Kanu. Charles Soludo has not seen any good in that boy. Obiano, he didn't go to that side. No. Omai has been fighting Nnamdi Kanu right from day one. In fact, if Omai find way to poison Nnamdi Kanu, he would have done that since. I listen. Ojuzo Kalu has been running to and fro, Britain, Ghana, say, "Nigeria, give me money, I will look for him, I will get him." Uzo Kanu was part of the signage that brought Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. Wait, Nigeria, I saw Nnamdi Kanu in Ghana. Wait, Ojuzo Kanu went to Ghana, ransacked Ghana, the whole Ghana everywhere. He searched the whole Ghana, see Nnamdi Kanu. He went to British Parliament, he go, tell them, say, Biafra must go. Now, so he was dancing that day in the house of the Lord. After dancing, they say, "Hey, the first black man, Nigerian man to have brought the problem, Biafran problem, and table it before the PM, British PM." Everybody started clapping for Joe Kanu. He was looking for something. He wanted to rule Nigeria. Now, Nnamdi Kanu is in trouble. He visited Nnamdi anyway. Do you know that he did that? But Nnamdi Kanu could not have handshake with him. They are high-profile assassins. They can wear cancer on the hands and have handshake with you. Cancer will manipulate. Answer will enter your hand. They can call AC, all these AC guys. Come and put social AC. They will buy it, put whatever, what do you call it, biological weapon. You understand? They might like to hide on the AC. If the AC starts blowing you, you can inhale cancer, you can inhale anything. Liver fluke disease. That is high profile killing or murder. They can commit it because they are government forces, government agents. They can commit anything. Ojuzo Kanu comes to where you are. Be careful, Nnamdi Kanu. Don't go hug him.
Okay, let's look at Abuja Kaduna train to resume passenger operations.
While those hostages were yet to come home, is it good? Those kidnapped are still in the den of their kidnappers. They hold the hostages, many of them, low and high, big and small, low level and high level. There are personalities among those that are supposed to be arrested. And those guys, yet, they have not secured they have not got their freedom. You are operating the same train. Train is not BRT now. They should allow the train first. Finish the investigation. BRT killed a girl. It's not up to 1 week. BRT started operating in Lagos State. I will tell you the level of money consciousness the politicians of this country, have. They value money more than you and I. That girl is gone. No. Andrew Nice, Gelegene Owoni Kokoro. His local name is too long. For they call his local name. I supposed to be calling his local name here. Ominikoro Okoroko and Andrew Nice kidnapped this girl at Kata Bridge there. It's Kata killer. PRT is there. Andrew Nice is Larson. Maybe some persons that sent him, they are millionaires. Probably his salary will be going on while Bamishe is gone. Look at our society. Just look at Nigeria. We made ourselves laughing.
Okay, lastly, have you given up on Igbo presidency?
Igbo presidency, wait, I come again. They will say, now, Rafael, you have started saying this again, on and on. Igbo man has not given up on Igbo presidency. Was agitation or permutation. Listen, our eyes is there. Because sometimes they go, their eyes were there. And actually, it was given to them. So this time around, currently, our eyes is there. And I'm telling you, supposedly and presumably, that's what I said. They are giving it to us. Ask me why. Obi will later become Nigerian president. If Atiku could say, if PDP is on it to Igbo, I don't have problem. I will just step down. But if PDP is on it to Igbo, APC is on it to Tinubu, Tinubu, in my win, if there's only to APC, I will say no. I will make sure I hijack PDP. Is Atiku an institution? Is Atiku God? See, the only way it should work out is what I'm saying today, and I will say it tomorrow. APC is going to zone it to Igbo man. If actually they want to give it to Southeast, PDP already, we are going to clink on the ticket. The ticket belongs to us. Are you listening to me? No Igbo man is giving up on presidency. Okay?
What
The
if,
Igbo presidency cannot stop Biafra from coming.
what if it turns the other way around?
Which the other way around do you mean?
The Igbo man is not eventually giving the presidency.
Thank you so much. That is evolution of another dangerous, more dangerous trouble. It's another evolution of another what? Lawlessness. And Nigeria is not going to get it right until the tenure of that person finishes. If the person likes, he should stay there for 8 years. Nigeria will be in trouble for another 8 years. Because nobody you give it that will do right thing. Election for my country now, Wayo, Padi. Do they think that we are ashamed of what they are doing? They are the ones that are ashamed of themselves. I listen to me. I like wasting money. They know they carry them go crime fighter. But poor man wait if they go carry them go crime fighter.
Okay.
I listen to me.
Okay.
What are you saying?
Okay.
Now Igbo man gets it. Igbo man is the owner of it. Igbo man is it comes 2023.
Thank you very much. I have Mr. Chigozie. Good morning, Mr. Chigozie. Good morning, Mr. Chigozie.
Good morning, Christian.
I can see you're looking fresh this morning.
The cloud is already heavy.
Okay. Let's look at Abuja Kaduna train to resume passenger operations May 23. Hence, we still have people in captivity.
This is probably how many weeks now? That is the Nigeria for you. Who are the promoters of one Nigeria? Isn't that a shame that your supposed citizens, your fellow citizens are being held hostage within the territorial integrity of the supposed or so-called Nigeria? Isn't that enough shame for you to go and hang yourself? That is madness. That is high level of irresponsibility. What happens to the family of those people? Of course, they don't care. Maybe that one is another blasphemy. That's why they are still holding them, because they are not, probably most of them are not Islam. They are not a Muslim faithful. That's why they are still holding them behind the bar.
Okay.
It's very unfortunate. And you still expect people to identify with the Nigeria, why even the government is indifferent and complacent about their plight and is not doing anything. In fact, the one that created the monster, and it shouldn't be a surprise if the monster is describing, because as slightly said by Abacha, the then military head of state, he said if insurgency persists beyond 24 hours, then the instrument of the state, the government itself, is
complicit.
It's complicit. They are the ones sustaining it. If I thought, how can Boko Haram, banditry, and all this, the people they called Islamic terrorists, they reduced to banditry. The banditry are the one bringing down aircraft, military aircraft down. You see, banditry are the one holding your supposed citizens to ransom. And the government appears to be helpless in the face of all this. Early in the morning, Buhari will drink in Punu and Kwokwo. He will be served with tuwon miyako, tuwon kabawa. Huh?
Let's go to the Buran.
Well, I'm laughing at the level of ignorance and deception that is perverting this compassion, this sphere called Nigeria. People continue to live. People are not talking about that. The one Nigerians are agitating, they are not protesting to release people that have been held hostage within the worst madness is that they are within Nigeria, very close to the seat of power. What is the proximity, the distance between Abuja and Kaduna? Within those terrain, they are being held. And you said you have DSA, the so-called intelligent mushroom. You have the IG squad. You have the military dozer or whatever. You have the killer squads. They only concentrate in the southeast, killing my brothers and sisters, marrying them. And these people, nothing is being done. Even though it means to pay ransom, why not pay the ransom, the money you have been eating? To release these people, let them go to their families. What did they deserve? What crime did they commit to be held hostage? To be held in such, subjected to such level of psychological, emotional, and even physical torture within your country? What did they commit? Because we have the devil in the hem of our heads.
Okay.
And everything is being tolerated. People kept note and they're still talking about election. Election where your own people are being held hostage. What happens to their families? And that's why, of course, somebody will kill somebody and get away with that. My people say, Ube adirigebe konye zoburia nebe. Ube adirigebe ka onye zoburia nebe. You killed an innocent young girl without any justification. Only under this guy that you are protecting her, serving an elusive God. You killed her and you went on rampage, destroying Igbo's property and their investment. What did Igbo man commit? Every time Igbo man will be used as a sacrificial lamb. What did Igbo man, where do you bring Igbo man to this scene, to this picture? That they went about destroying their property and killing most of them. What did an Igbo man do? Is the lady from Imo State or Southeast? From Niger, why not them treat their own fuck up the way? And involving an innocent wretch. What do you say about that? Isn't that provocative enough? They're trying to, of course, to press us to the wall. And in fact, the best language that a violent personality understands is violence. It's violence.
Okay.
If they refuse to settle the issue to the good of all, then if everybody has the right to defend himself, that may not be in the interest of everyone. The same thing happened in 1991 when they are killing Igbos, ravaging all their properties, looting and all that. Igbo kept mute, thinking that the government will intervene. Not until it escalated to the point that Igbo people could no longer hold themselves. And they took up arms. And when they took up arms, the entire northern region, the entire Kano state fled. When Igbo men, Igbo young youths, I was so tender then. If not, I would have joined them. Because it is defense. If not for the man who protected, who gave instruction, I would have been among those that were killed. I wouldn't have been here to talk. So when Igbo took arms to the streets, then people understood that these people are really serious. It took the intervention of Emir and other, I think the head of state then before everything was brought to calm, was restored. And I think that's a lesson for the period of time. People have to learn. The Kano State indigenous people of Kano State have to learn lesson that they have to respect the life and the sacredness of human life. So all this nonsense is being tolerated because people will kill and in the name of whatever they think and go away with that.
That 4 lawyers appear to defend the suspect. That 4 lawyers.
To defend the indefensible. What are they coming to defend? And by the way, who are the people involved? I saw the video code. There are over 20 people or more involved in that bastard act. Why should they reduce it to 2 people or so? You can see there is already a deliberate attempt to subvert the course of justice. The video clips are there. These are students of that school who are complicit of that heinous crime. So why do they reduce it to 2 people? Even some ladies are cited, some ladies using stone to hit their own fellow women that go through the same menstrual cycle with them. So any attempt, of course, to shield anyone that is involved in that act is already a ploy to subvert the course of justice. Okay. And of course, everybody is watching. For the 34 or whatever, what are they? Of course, I don't blame them because they are not exposed to Western education. These are people who are product of a quota system. You see, who are product of catchment areas. And you call them lawyers. For me, it doesn't matter to me. Because if they cannot compete with a Southerner when it comes to intellectual prowess, these are product of catchment area, product of a quota system. So what are they coming to do? What do they know to do? That you want to justify an injustifiable cause. You want to defend the indefensible. For crying loud. Okay. What happens to the monumental damage? What happens to the Equa Church, the Select Church, the Catholic Church that was blown up, that was set ablaze? Over billions of naira was the property, what of property was destroyed. By the same people who killed a member of the church. They now went after the church. Isn't that blasphemy against Christianity? If Christians should now take up arms, isn't that enough blasphemy that can lead to that can escalate to religious war? Huh? And Christians are keeping quiet because they are peaceful people. They don't want to waste lives. You killed my sister and you went and damaged my property. I will blow you up. God save you. God punish them. That is madness. Are you coming to defend who? Because the Christians are keeping quiet and this thing is happening. What kind of madness is this? And this is something you want me to belong in the same country and call yourself and call myself the same one Nigeria? Under this rascality, under this level of madness, you are talking of one Nigeria. People that you don't have anything in common. Your ideology, your way of perception is different. It's totally different from yours. So what makes us one? We are not united by any ideology, by culture or by anything. People who derive pleasure, you can imagine. Somebody said, if people genuinely accept the killing of this young lady, it means that something terrible has happened to humanity. If some people can accept or can support the killing of this young girl in 21st century, it means something unimaginable, something terribly has happened to humanity. It's a show of shame. It's so shameful and barbaric and unacceptable that in this 21st century, some people will come up to defend the indefensible. That is sheer wickedness. Okay. You see, it's unacceptable. Of course, people who stand aloof while their neighbors are being slaughtered, are being devoured, will also come face to face with the devouring beast. When you stand aloof, when you appear to be indifferent and complacent, when others have been devoured and you can't move, some people will not throw stone on me. I don't care. They're all here, scattered, people without conscience, with like minds.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's very unfortunate. You will one day come face to face with the devouring beast.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Chigozie Ndibo. Ya dịrị ndị chọrọ udo Udo Doreha.
Okay. Thank you very much. I have a Honorable David.
See someone that wants to make peace. Someone that wants to make peace and is punching me. See Mr. Chigo say.
Nigeria the best.
And they claim to be a peacemaker. See person who want to make peace. See how they punch
The best
me.
way to defense is attack.
Okay. The best. Okay. I can see where the hatred is coming from.
No, I quoted.
I can see where the hatred is coming.
Best
I
way.
know. I
saw
can see
you
where the hatred.
standing there and you were attacking him. Okay.
I can see
saw
where the
you.
hatred is coming from.
You started
No
it.
problem.
Okay.
Let me probably see. I would also defend myself behind the camera.
Okay.
Good morning
Abuja
to
Kaduna train to resume passenger operations May 23rd.
you don't concern me. Let them resume, then don't resume. It is some of my business. My own is that federal government promise 24 hours surveillance there. Checkpoint. Now, ever since that incident, the surveillance just lasted for just 2 days. Now, the IG and his team have now withdrawn now again. Now people life will be put into danger again. Now it is left for Nigerians to choose
Life and death.
life and death.
Or death.
That is their own cup of tea. If now, because the IG promised that fine, even when activities resume, now there will be policemen on standby, soldiers will be on standby to make sure such damage does not occur again. Now, ever since then, those joint force team patrolled there just 2 days, and now nobody is there again now. And now the lives of ordinary Nigeria now want to be thrown into one again. Nigeria should be wise. Let them boycott that train. Rather, let them stay back in their house. If they want to go, you travel by train. You go by road. It's not safe. You go by water. It's not safe. So what's not the need? Stay back. Probably I would even advise them to even embark on road. Don't travel via train again. Yes, because this government, see, it is this is time. Election is fast approaching. Everything has to do with governance has stopped now. Everything has to do with government policy, governance. You complain from now to next year, but our government will not listen to us. All their interest now is to win election and go back to that office where money would be shared and loot. So if Nigerians have sense now, let them think outside the box. Nobody should risk his or her life traveling by train, because now anything that has to do with government coming out to protect our citizens, my brother, nobody is doing it now, because government is even more after election now.
Even now, the Minister of Transportation has resigned. That's Rotimi Amici has resigned already. Let's look at PSC promotes Magu, Onadeko, 6 others as AIG.
Corruption of my country, na party. You know, a man that was indicted. Now they said Magu was not guilty. They said it was just and what?
Yes, now.
Allegation.
Yes,
so now,
since the court has not
since the court
declared that he's guilty, you
since
can't
the court,
say Magu is guilty.
The Oshibajo panel that was set up, didn't they indict him?
Court.
No, Malami set up panel. The presidency set up a panel, and then Malami was the head of that panel. And now Oshibajo also rectified that sanction again. Rectify that sanction. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you that what Malami was guilty. You don't need. You see, so Magu. You don't need a soothsayer Even if, okay, now, Ochi, who's Okali, that was indicted, that was sentenced. Now, what has happened to him? This is someone that got sentenced to I think 5 years imprisonment. Now, where is he now? He did not even spend a year behind the bar. Is it not free? So you don't need court judgment to tell us who is guilty in Nigeria or not. We know those of them that are culprits and then that are guilty. We all know these things. You telling me you need a competent court of law just to prove and pronounce that Magu is guilty. I don't need that. We know he's guilty.
Okay. PFC arrests accountant general of the Federation over alleged 80 billion naira fraud.
But I told a friend this morning. He called me earlier hours of this morning. I told him I will not condemn this thing. It is a worker development. Yes. It is. Let them continue. No, let them continue stealing public funds. And why we the masses? Every day we keep praying to God. God help us. If you don't stand up and fight our right, nobody is going to help us. It is high time we stand up and say no. But we since you're not ready, let them continue embezzle the public funds. According to the reports, they said this man is just building houses in Abuja, building houses around.
Yes, real estate.
Yeah,
Kano and Abuja.
building houses around. This same man, I met this week. He was the palm sec of this Ministry of Mines and Steel. Then he was still when he was palm sec, he was alleged he diverted some amount of money. Up to date, there has no trial. 80 billion naira, one man stealing such amount of money. So, this is just him out of thousands. Just one person. How much? Now, when you go, now, all the political appointees, how much have they stolen? How much have they looted? How much have they drained this country? 80 billion, just one person. In this, our locality here, we are not up to 80 billion. If that money is being shared, at least one person will get 500,000, 500,000 in this Ogba here. Just one person. And now, such person will not be tried. Such person will not go to jail. Such persons will not forfeit all his properties. I see Nigeria to be good. But it is not see. The truth of the matter is there is no hope. And the way things are going, there will not be hope. Yes, because money meant for public usage, one person is sitting on it, one person has siphoned it. ASU is on strike. If that money is being given to ASU, okay, ASU go back to classroom. Won't they be happy? If that money is being invested into our economy so as to what alleviate poverty, the Nigerian people that are suffering would be happy. If that money is being invested so as to create jobs, people would be happy. If you as an employer with this 80 billion, you can build factories, industries where people can be gainfully employed. But rather than doing so, all they know is to channel the money to what? Embezzle the money. My brother, things are falling apart. The center can no longer hold. Okay. And then Nigerians are too docile. They will not speak up. I tell Mr. Chigozie, he is a very good friend. Let's go and protest. Okay. Nigerians will not want to protest. They will be waiting on God. God will not come down and help us.
They pray to God for electricity. Pray to God for good road.
You pray to God to get a job. You pray to God to even feed yourself. You pray to God to go to hospitals. It doesn't work that way in the modern society. Before you want to eat, you pray to God. You pray to God. God, God, please, let there be light. Go to, aside from Lagos, again, there is no industry in the whole of the eastern region.
There is.
Okay, mention them. Mention. I start to be corrected. Mention 5. Where is it?
Your own not too big.
Sit down. See, yeah.
Let's not mention them.
Mention them.
I won't mention you.
Mention, you know them.
Ask me.
Don't mention. I'm not talking to you. My brother, see, at this level, we need to come out. I've been saying this. By 2023 again, Nigerians will have no choice than to vote for 2 devils again. They present for us again 2 devils. Nigerians will have no choice again to choose between 2 devils, 2 thieves, and 2 miscreants again. Now you continue to wait. Is there the option?
A better miscreant.
Is be the option. Now again, when one of those ones emerge again, suffering and smiling continues again. We collaborate. This country not good though. It's unpleasant. It's the same story since 1960. This one not good though. This one not good though. This one not good though. Now what have we done just to make sure that now that the Nigeria we desire is all you have? People keep mute. People keep silent just because nobody wants to die. And if you are not coming out to fight this injustice, my brother, it will continue. Don't be surprised. In Oyo State today, the former governor of Oyo State, Senator Abiola Ajimobi, his son is contesting again, House of Rep. Now, sooner or later, his son will aspire to become the governor of the state. Saraki's son too is contesting House of Assembly. Lai Mohammed's son too is contesting. Father, Gobulos. Pikin, Gobulos. Grand Pikin, Gobulos. For how long? Say na like this we go day.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable David.
I'm not honorable. There's nothing honorable about me, my brother. I don't be honorable. Now politicians, when they tip money, then they address honorable. Look at in the country. Let's see, my brother. You see this country, just a watch. Person go steal 80 billion naira. My brother, make you know say the country is finished. Look at all of us here. If they give us 500,000 naira, we will be grateful to God. But one man stole 80 billion naira. The man is not in court. Nobody has arrested him. Tomorrow, EFCC will still leave him. EFCC, I study. EFCC will leave him to But if it's a poor man now, poor man still 5 naira, it will be
3 months in prison.
7 years prison. Because he don't get papa, he don't get mama. After we go say, may God help us. God will not come and help us. We need to help ourselves. We need to come out and say enough is enough. We need to occupy the streets of Nigerians and let our voice be heard. Now, so army now, have you heard?
Yeah.
Army is saying they want to go on strike. Junior officers. They are saying that the hierarchy officers are the one embezzling the money meant for them. You see where the corruption is, chain of command. Those ones are the ones fighting the battles. Why the senior officers are there in Abuja?
I heard they have
siphoning the money. Let's see, Nigeria does not have generals that can go to war again. We have generals that can loot money. Generals, like I said, see, go to barracks, you see colonel. If you see their tummy. If war start today, tell me how Colonel want to carry belle go war? He just started from that. See, look at Burutai, former chief of army staff. The man embezzled $1 billion.
You don't talk like that. Everybody should come out.
Everybody, see, my brother, again, by 2023 again, we go say APC, PDP, APC, PDP, who dance again, who dance. After dancing again, suffering continues. After dancing again, hardship continue. See, you know what? My own is that. See, houses on strike now. Let APC come again. ASU will go on strike. Hardship again. Let PDP come again. Hardship will continue. ASU will go on strike. My brother, the best thing is revolution. Let everybody come and say, once ever, if you have been one elected, either as a councillor, chairman local government, House of Reps, senator, don't come out again. Stay in your house. We don't want you. That is the only way.
Okay. Thank you very much.
If not so, my brother, we go to lament. They read the book of lamentation every now and then. But except say you won't give me money because you go reach to me say, I will enter your house and come and beat you. Just to collect money because Nigeria has been so.
We are in the same Nigeria.
We are not in the same Nigeria. You are the best in Nigeria.
Okay, exactly. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
5 minutes, almost closing.
Okay, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, viewers. Good morning,
How's
everybody.
your line?
Yeah, we thank God.
Yeah, 34 lawyers appeared for two suspects in Sokoto.
34 lawyers
34,
appeared.
yes, to defend those two suspects.
Those two criminals that killed.
Suspects.
They are criminals. Why suspect? They are criminals. They wind up to the case, to the offense. They are criminals. Those they should be questioned. What in those incitement that really happened, of the killing of that lady that really happened? There were 34 lawyers with a professor leading them. At least you should know there's another tone to what these people, the agenda of these people.
Can they afford those lawyers?
The service, that is the pro bono. Is the pro bono. Is the pro bono. And those 34 lawyers cannot even come out when the Lekki toll gate crisis was happening to defend them, to defend the youth. So you could see I've told you, what we need in this country is we need a national confab that will lead to separations, that will lead to everybody parting their way, because this country cannot hold. The nation is a failed state already. The nation is on the terrain, on the road to Sudan. The nation is on the road to Ukraine. The nation is on the road to what do you call? Because the invasion that is happening between Putin and Ukraine is not quite different from what is going on between the people from the other side, like all these, all these ragtag people that went to kill that girl. You can call it an invasion on the space of the other tribe in that area, because shops were, destroyed. A lot of business activities were ruined. So what are we now saying? This thing, and it has been happening since. You remember the Metasini issue. You remember the just crisis. Between Christian Muslim. Let them people have their own Islamic state of the north, right? And we have our own, because the way things are, we are just gumming things together. It cannot work. This country is dead on arrival. The election, dead on arrival. Dead on arrival. The foundation that brought up this so-called Nigeria. Look at the foundation. Go back to this constituency. Go back to the constitution that hold this country together. You will see that it favors one section and does not favor the other section. And who wrote those constitution? They were the military that were in haste to hand over back, because they knew that their time was up for so military constitute the constitution for us, that we people Nigerians, but there was no input you had in it. There was no input I had in it. So it's like a scam level.
We have promotion of Magu as an AIG.
So who is fooling you? You are promoting an alleged corrupt person that you said. And not only him, but a lot of them are getting promotion. Don't be surprised that Keyari too will have his own promotion before the end of his trial. So what is not possible in this country? That's why the country is a joker. It's a comedy. Everything going on now is comedy to me. And I'm not ready to be in a comedy country. I'm ready to be in a serious country. that when the leader speak, we read the leader's mouth, and the leader will do the needful. We do all what he said he's going to do, but not the people that keep faking us, keep swallowing our commonwealth, we keep swallowing our future, and we still keep praising them. We still keep coming here talking. The best thing is let everybody sit down on a round table. Vote. Who are the people? Who are the regions that are ready to go? We all vote. We're ready to go. You that you are not ready to go, stay on your lane, because we have a lot to do. We cannot wait for people that don't even have anywhere to go, that are just stagnant. You know, you always be hungry if the system is not okay. When you say you are hungry, you will not talk that at the bus stop. You go to the state houses, you go to Aso Rock, you mobilize yourself to us. When you stay here, you say that hunger that he will kill you for this place. That's just it. Take a step and speak loud. You are saying, you are complaining that you are hungry.
You never do anything.
So everything.
See my brother.
So they go give you your right on a platter of gold, Abi. You get your right on a platter of gold. Huh? You go just get your right on a platter of. Nothing comes for free. Nothing comes easy. You have to start speaking out. You have to start speaking to the people that matter. The people that are. You are hungry. We are the government. But do you take your position as the government? You are the government. If you don't know, you are the government. Do you challenge any one of them? Have you gone to even carry a placard on the street? Say this is allowed. Protest is allowed. Look at this, Baba. You see, that's the problem they have now. Huh?
During their when Moritala was there, one of them.
That was Moritala then.
Okay.
Let me hear it.
Last week, Abuja Kaduna train to resume.
That was history.
Passenger operations. Yes.
Abuja Kaduna
to resume operations.
You see, the Abuja Kaduna train is another mission on suicide mission. That is another mission, suicide mission. They have done what?
They have repaired.
Are they in control of the security? That's one thing you ask. Are they in control of the security? By the time they are planning to reopen Abuja Kaduna rail line, the bandits that they're supposed to have rounded up and blow them up or kill them off, they are still there. We've never heard that they've been apprehended, although they said they are killing some in Zamfara, they are killing some but they've spread their nets all around. They spread their spectacle all around. So they are all over. And you won't be surprised that they're in Lagos now here. Because a guy, Dave was killed in Lekki. When I went through the horrific story of how they killed the guy, just 100 naira, give me my change. The guy was asking for his change. The Pokemon on the bike was insisting, you have no change. Suddenly, pick up a phone, and call his, ragtag people like him. And those guys came over. They beat that guy to stupor. When they beat him to death, they still now burn his dead body. Is that the right society you think we can be? Is that the right society? Let everybody go on their own. Me, I would even like to have an Oduduwa nation. My agenda is, let me have an Oduduwa nation. So we know ourselves. We know who we are. And we know the terrorists among us. We don't need to wait for one person sitting and, being carrying out nepotism on the nation. And the people will be you'll be releasing them scot-free. They'll be moving scot-free as if they own the Nigeria. We all know we own this country, but the country is not working a good. Let everybody part their way.
Okay.
Right? That's it.
Papa, you talk your own, in your own side. Leave anybody who want to talk.
When you see Nigeria, so I don't want anyone to listen because Nigeria.
Yes, we've come to the end of the program today. I'm President Chico. Thank you for being part of the program. Thank you for staying with us till this point in time. We are on Facebook, Flip TV NG, and also on Instagram, Flip TV NG. Yes, I will say till tomorrow as we get and gather here for another edition of the program by standards at the newsstands. I'm President Chico. Bye for now. Thank you.